We're at site number 4 now. This is a very interesting situation here because we've kept this site quiet, we've kept it ultra secret. This site is actually in the forest of Bowland, and at the beginning of the year peregrines here laid eggs in the nest on the crag over there. I've been monitoring this site for 25 years on and off. It's had a checkered history. Eggs have disappeared, adult birds have disappeared. It's one of those things that you can't put your finger on it. Things have just gone haywire. But the problem is, in 2010, the Northwest Raptor Group, I'm the chairman, Natural England removed our licences because we were telling too much of the truth, telling people what was happening in Bowland, and it was upsetting the landowners. And Natural England, whether we like it or not, were taking the side of the landowners. So they withheld our licences because we were embarrassing too many people, thinking that we wouldn't be able to tell any more information because we can't get to the nest. We didn't need a licence for the nest. We can do it from a distance. And this is one of those sites. Anyway, last year I applied for a licence to monitor this site 24/7 with other members of the Northwest Raptor Group. 6 months later, I had a reply from the BTO on behalf of Natural England. They'd refused to issue a licence and they'd issued it to a third party, irrespective that I had permission to monitor the birds off the landowner for this site. And the third party that they gave the licence to had never monitored peregrines. He'd never had a licence, he'd no experience. So consequently, what unfolded was not only illegal, it was tragic. We weren't allowed to come in the quarry because we didn't have a licence. Cutting a long story short, as you can see here, the quarry started to excavate during the breeding season when the pair of peregrines were sitting on eggs. We don't know how many, but we saw the bird going in to incubate and we saw food passes, so we know that she was sitting on eggs. And all this work at a critical period caused the peregrines to desert the nest and their eggs. And that was illegal because the quarry owner knew that the peregrines were here and said that he was monitoring them as well. He appreciated the birds. But doing this, nearly 700 tonnes of material and dumping it right underneath the nest during April and May, it was wrong. It was wrong. So we got a situation where we had 2 nesting attempts in Bowland this year, one on the United Utilities estate, which failed after someone went to put a camera on the nest and spent 2 hours doing so. The birds deserted. And this site, the quarry owner starts dumping hundreds of tonnes of spoil underneath the nest. So we lost both sites and we couldn't have a licence, we couldn't do anything about it. But the curious thing about all this, the person that had got the licence, that had given the licence, was sat over there many days watching this nesting pair. Either didn't know what was going on, and he certainly didn't alert the quarry owners to what he was doing was illegal. Couldn't do anything about it. We hadn't got a licence. So I'm afraid that really is the end of the season, and it's a tragic end. What is going to happen? But you've seen all the nests over there on that side of West Lancashire, just outside this boundary, all doing well, all fledging young. So for now, I'm going to say thank you for following me on Facebook, and I hope you'll continue to do so, and please put some comments on. Criticise what's been going on, not only here at this site, but in the forest of Bowland as well. Nobody's doing anything about it. Terry Pickford signing out for this year. Thank you.